to Kалмира, Билимбек, representing Kyrgyzstan.
And from Kyrgyzstan, Kалмира, Билимбек kızı. Tınыс Dubek of Kazakhstan in her second senior Asian Championships in the red, and Kалмира Билимбек kızı of Kyrgyzstan, a Asian bronze medalist 2 years ago at the lower weight class of 59. She's in the blue. Билимбек kızı, the first to attack here, and on the edge she'll get a step out point only. Dubek getting to this bronze medal contest through the repechage. Билимбек kızı, a beaten semi-finalist against Manisha, but she's putting that behind her here.
This is the same whizzer position that we saw on the out of bounds of the earlier point. Referees call it up because of the risk of the knee in that situation. No points scored. And we see Dubek with her left hand doing a great job on those pass-bys, and she follows it up into the zone. No points yet. So we're in this kind of under-over position. It's really important here to keep, being aware of angles, keeping your feet underneath you, not leaning too much.
Lines up for a step out point of her own. Dubek. Similar age, these two, both early 20s, similar stages in their career. Билимбек kızı, the ever so slightly more experienced. Regional rivalry this as well. Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan bordering each other. The two host nations of the last two Asian Championships as well, of course. Kyrgyzstan last year, Kazakhstan the year before that. Passionate wrestling nations.
So we see here Bilimbek has that heavy right hand. That's her attacking when she's looking to set up her offense. And Dubek is doing a great job of controlling from the outside with her left hand and setting up that pass by. We're seeing, both of them are kind of stagnant, but there's so much weight being pushed into one another. And that's where you feel like the different pressures coming and going. Dubek drops for that throw. It's called as a missed throw. No, Dudek's going to come in for that underhook right off the hop.
Couple of seconds out from the break, and Erica, just lift a little on why the law book is as it is with the slip throw, the miss throw. Why, when that throw went in and it didn't land, the referee blew his whistle.
Yeah, well, everyone wants to see a big throw, right? And so I think, in this rendition of the rules, they did want to incentivize wrestlers to try to make the attempt for those big throws. And so the missed throw, throwing through, not getting the amplitude is a way of not punishing an athlete for making the attempt to do the throws. And so we saw the right fist of the Kyrgyzstan opponent as Billimbek walked away. We know that her modus operandi here in this second period is going to be that head snap into the underhook, looking to utilize that hand position to score her attacks.
Oh, that's nice. Billimbek Kürzi gets initially 2 legs, but then she's shut down by the heavy hips of Dubek. She will get the step out though. Thought that the legs have been straightened well enough by Dubek, but not quite. She wasn't sprawled well enough. Another attack from Billimbek Kürzi. She's upping the ante. Another step out point.
And so there will be a little bit of a meeting between the referees on that step out of bounds or action out of bounds to determine if it will be a 2 or a 1. And we've seen 2 great offensive actions from Billimbek, really snapping and getting into the legs of her opponent and driving literally from the middle of the mat to the out of bounds position. And so they will be deciding, is that a 1 point or a 2 point step out, and that is confirmed by the mat chair. It will be a 1.
Can be such an effective tactic, driving someone out just to get the step out points, Eric. Is it something you ever did in your career, win a match just purely through that method?
I think the ideal situation is to finish the move in bounds, actually. But, as you think about, as you drive in, you're looking to get closer to the legs, get that finish. And so it is effective as you're trying to build down your opponent. And we see here again, Billimbek's making the call on the mat, asking for that caution 1. The question is, did Dubek walk straight back off the mat? We did see that caution 1 awarded for fleeing of the mat yesterday in the final matches. Again, another discussion between the referees to make that call. So this is the power and beauty of a 3-man refereeing system that we do see in international wrestling. We do have the mat chair, which is in the bottom left of the screen, the on-mat official, and then the other referee, and together they make us a judging score. So they did confirm 1 point awarded for the out of bounds. There's a really great system of appointing the referees for each mat to ensure that there's no bias, that referees are not reffing matches from their own countries, to ensure the integrity of the sport. I think that's very, very important. And that break has also given Dubek some time to consider what her situation will be. And so no points awarded on that. The difference in that situation was Dubek was clearly on her 2 knees and slid out of bounds. A very interesting niche distinction. And now they're trading takedowns out of bounds. They're trading push-outs out of bounds. Dubek gets the 1.
This battle is on between these 2, driving hard at the legs to push each other out of bounds. Change of tactic from Dubek.
We saw Dubek there kind of pull Billimbek in and go for the throw. It's called up as a miss throw. And again, one important distinction on that miss throw is, did the defensive wrestler make a move to stop the attack? In that situation, no. The crowd is going wild here watching this match against these 2 athletes for bronze. Dubek in on the legs. And she gets 1.
Well, Billimbek Kürzi started this particular skirmish. Dubek has scored the last 2 points via the tactic, and she's close to leveling this up.
She drops in, underhook to single. She's looking to continue here. You see that whizzer from Dubek as she's trying to keep a lot of pressure on the shoulder. It's just and she gives it up.
Gone back to seeking the takedowns. Billimbek Kürzi. and succeeding.
So a minute and 20 seconds. There's a lot of time left in this match. It's great to see Billimbeck progressing. She goes back to that underhook single situation that she's had so much success on. And she's almost kicked back, but it's not enough. She secures the takedown. You can see the exhaustion on these two athletes. You can see her breathing, sitting on the back of her opponent.
8-3 though for Billimbeck Kersey.
And it's as if the coach is also wrestling. He's right there in that match, yelling at his athlete Dubek to mix it up, to get into her attacks. She's looking to open up Billimbeck here to try to make some magic happen.
Needs to score with throws rather than just step up points here, Dubek. There's not enough time. Here she goes. But Billimbeck Kersey, it is, who wins it through the pin. Multiple different frontiers for attack we saw in this match. And in the end, the pin to win for Billimbeck Kersey.
Oh, maybe the winner is Kalmira.